I guess that means different things to different people and what you mean by women's health. I don't know what the readers had in mind when they selected that question. On one hand, I think it's a bad idea. We're right in the middle of a week in which the war on women is heating up. I think it's bad to so segment our society that we talk about women's health, men's health. So I think Republicans do have to think hard about health care policy if the president's health care bill goes down to defeat, which it may in the Supreme Court. I think the Republican presidential candidate and Republicans in general need to come up with a plausible alternative, one that is not only constitutional but meets their requirements that it be a pro-free market and actually a cost savings plan. Now, if women's health is a term of art used for other things, namely contraception and abortion, that's a different set of issues. As far as contraception goes, I think Rick Santorum showed that he is not representative of anyone other than perhaps himself. The Republican Party has not for decades made this an issue, and if you recall back to an ABC debate where George Stephanopoulos asked the question, at the time thought to be something completely out of left field, Mitt Romney responded, "What's the problem with contraception? It's working just fine. Leave it alone." So I think if Romney needs to reiterate that because people are confused about whether he is Rick Santorum, well, maybe he has to do that. As far as abortion goes, my own view and the view of the party for some time has been that the issue was usurped by the judiciary, that the Supreme Court occupied the field, made it virtually impossible for popular opinion to control on that issue by leaping from the text of the Constitution to a right that no one ever dreamed existed before in the Constitution, and that was an improper assertion of judicial authority. Conservatives in general think that this is a decision that should go back to the states and go back to the people. There is a split within the conservative movement. Some would like to ban abortion by virtue of a constitutional amendment. My own view is that this is a matter of public policy, deeply controversial, deeply held, but that it can be worked out in the political sphere just like gay rights has been. And I think the example of gay rights and gay marriage should be instructive to people on the abortion issue. Americans have a way of reaching their conclusions, reaching compromises, and working these things out in the sphere of public opinion. And I think that would be a healthy thing. I think it would be the democratic thing, small d democratic, for the country.